Let's kick off the video with my most controversial opinion about Call of Duty Zombies. I loved Black Ops 4, the Chaos Crew is one of my favorite crews in Call of Duty Zombies, Dead of the Night is one of my favorite maps in Call of Duty Zombies. I didn't like what they did with the premise and the ultimate story in Black Ops 4, but I still enjoy the maps and the gameplay of it, and all the unlocks, all the skins, and everything you can do in Black Ops 4. And I know that's gonna be a make or break opinion for some of you, that's why I decided to put it in the first 5 seconds of the video, because I know the Call of Duty community, especially the Zombies community, is very sensitive with these topics. I've never made a Zombies video before, but I really enjoy the game mode, and I've been playing since Black Ops 2, so I always wanted to talk about it and give my opinion of it, because I feel that sometimes the community likes to overreact about a lot of the stuff that Treyarch does. But we're not here to talk about Black Ops 4 Zombies, we're here to talk about Call of Duty Cold War Zombies, Die Maschine, the new map. But before I do that, I just want to ask you to like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, it really helps out the channel. YouTube likes to bury my channel because I don't upload as much as other YouTubers, so a like or a subscribe is very much appreciated. So let's start with the biggest improvement that Treyarch made to the gameplay loop of Cold War, the loadout system. Now you can take a gun with any attachment that you want, on any gun that you want, and any camo on it. And you can take just this one gun when you start the game and just start straight up with this one weapon. And that's really good. I was worried that's gonna be too game breaking or change the feel of Zombies, but it really doesn't, because they added a rarity system and that makes the weapon less useful the higher round you are. So, for example, if you start with the 1911, it's gonna be useful for a couple of rounds until round 10, I'd say, max, and then you're gonna have to change, but it's not gonna be as powerful. But on the other side, if you really like the gun and you wanna keep it with you till the end of the game, you can use your salvage, which is something that drops when you kill zombies, to upgrade the gun and make its rarity better, so you can use it throughout most of the game. The way that you progress in the loadout system is that each time you reach round 15 or higher, for example round 15, 20, 25, 30, you get 1 Ethereum crystal. Or when you exfil you get 1 Ethereum crystal, which is used to upgrade your skills, your field upgrades, your perks, and the effectiveness of your weapons in general. And that's the way that you progress through this system. Each time you get 1 Ethereum crystal, you can spend it on 1 upgrade from this system. So you can make your perks more powerful, for example make Juggernaut add more to your health, or make Speed Cola more effective, stuff like that. Of course, as you probably know, we have the operators now, so you don't have 4 main characters just like we had before. Now you have operators from multiplayer, which you can unlock by completing certain challenges both from multiplayer and from zombies, and you can use these operators in your match. Also you have the calling cards and all the challenges that come with every Treyarch game and every Call of Duty. In my opinion, Treyarch does these challenges the best. They add really cool calling cards and I like doing all of them. And I'm glad that they're back as always. So now that we're done with the boring part, let's get back into the map itself, Die Maschine, the only map that we got with Black Ops Cold War for zombies, if you don't count the Onslaught mode, which I will talk about in a bit. But for now, this map is one of my favorites. I really think that it's a great foundation for Black Ops Cold War. It's not a good start that we only have one map, but with the situation that we're in, I can't forgive them for only delivering this one map. And it seems like we're gonna get new modes in the December 10th update with Season 1, and I'm really excited to hear about that. But for now, this map, the reason that it's one of my favorites is that it's easy, but at the same time it's not too easy. If you understand what I mean, it's not like Kino where you can basically go on a high round as long as you have the Thunder Gun. Anyone can do it on Kino because you just get the Thunder Gun, get Juggernaut, and you're set for life. But here it's a little harder. You can almost do the same with the Wonder Weapon, but it really drops off in the higher rounds. Some people use the ray gun, which is, yes, it's useful again, which is great. But as of right now, I didn't have enough luck to get it. It's really rare to get the ray gun from the mystery box. My point from all of this rambling is that the map is not too easy and not too hard. So casuals and serious players can both enjoy the map as much as they want to. You've probably seen on Twitter many people who usually play only multiplayer or only the story are coming over to Zombies to check it out, and that's great. The more people play it, the more likely we are to get more maps and more updates for the game mode. so the more people, the better. Also, serious players who have been playing since Black Ops 1 are gonna have a lot of fun. The main Easter egg is already solved, but people are still hunting for other Easter eggs. They found one today, I think. Codename Pizza found a new Easter egg, and they are still hunting for more Easter eggs. So it's great, it has a lot of replayability. There are a lot of side Easter eggs, the coffin dance, some Easter egg that gives you a jump scare, Easter egg that upgrades your gun. There are a lot of stuff to do in the map, and that is a great thing for me. I hate the maps that only let you do one thing. For example, upgrade your wonder weapon and unlock Pack-a-Punch. That's boring, but this map has a lot of side Easter eggs that you can do, and that's great for replayability. Oh, and one thing that I wanted to mention, you can see I turned off the elements on the HUD, for example the zombie health and the zombie name, and the fact that I get hit markers when I shoot, also you can turn that off, so you can play this mode as classic zombies was. So don't worry, if you don't like the health bars, you can turn them off. One more thing that they did really great in this map is the new wonder weapon, the Die Machine. You have a basic variant of it that basically is just a thunder gun, and you have 4 upgraded versions of it just like the staffs in Origins. So you have a shock variant, a cryo variant, a fire variant, and the toxic variant. And they're all easy to do. You can complete each quest for each one of them in basically like 5 minutes if you know what you're doing, so it's not gonna be a hassle like it was to do the staffs for Origins. You're gonna hear me return to this point a lot, that this game mode and this map specifically is a great start for Black Ops Cold War. I'm gonna keep repeating this point because I really do believe in it. It's a great start, it brings in a lot of new players, and it's really easy to get into. And it's really good for the classic players because it's basically a big nostalgia trip. Which brings me to my next point, that a lot of the stuff in the map is gonna be familiar for players who have been playing for years now. So it's not gonna be a completely different story. Obviously we start the map at Nacht der Toten, which was the first zombies map, and it's a great start for the new story because the first zombies story started on the same location, and since Black Ops 4 had an ending and now we're in a new universe with a new character set and new stories, it's fitting that we start in the same place that we started last time. So that's nostalgic, and I love the fact that they started on this map specifically. They have stuff like the Hellhounds, which are now the Plague Hounds, so you're gonna have a lot of the moments that other games have where you just sit back and say, oh, I know that, I've seen it before, but it's different. So I really think that a lot of the classic players are gonna enjoy seeing this map and all the stuff that they knew before and how it changed to the new generation. Speaking of new generation, the new engine for the game is really good for this map. A lot of people were complaining that Black Ops 4 looked way worse than it should have, and I don't disagree with that. It was more cartoony and it really had some problems when it came to the visual side of things, but this one is really great and it really looks awesome compared to other games. Well, compared to Modern Warfare it doesn't look that good, but compared to other Call of Duty games and other games in general, it does look great. The new engine is really doing a great work with the new zombies mode, and the game in general. Another thing that I like that they brought back is the camping spots. Remember the good old camping spots that we had in the Reese, in Buried, all of that stuff? They weren't as good in Black Ops 4, but now it seems like they are trying to bring back camping. We have the kiting strategy, as always, the training zombies in a line and shooting them, and that's great. You have 3 or 4 locations to do that on the map, but they also added a camping location, one on the top of Nacht, which a lot of people use, and one on the plane, which is crashed on the side of the map. I really like the plane one specifically. You can use the Ring of Fire skill to put a wall of fire around you and buff your bullets, and you can pick up a variant of the Wonder Weapon, which the Toxic variant, it shoots toxic puddles on the ground that stay for a couple of seconds and they kill zombies very easily, so you can also use that while camping, so you can camp for days on that part of the map. And I really like that camping is back. I used to camp with my brother on all of the Black Ops 2 maps, and it was one of the fun parts of zombies. I also enjoy training, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to have variety in the gameplay. So just like I've said before, this map is the greatest foundation that we could have gotten for a zombies game. It has the returning playstyles, easier for casual players, a lot of Easter eggs for hardcore players, great progression with the Ethereum crystal stuff and the normal progression that we all know and love. It has the leveling connected to the multiplayer, so even multiplayer guys can come in and check it out. It has everything that a zombies game would want or need. So it's a great start, but like I've said, my only problem with it is the amount of maps. Well, basically the amount of map, because we have one map, and that's not enough for a zombies game. With Black Ops 4 we had 4 maps at launch, which is, you know, 4 times as much as we have now, but it's a great foundation and I expect that they will add a lot more maps coming soon. One last thing that I wanted to mention is the new Onslaught mode. I know Xbox and PC players don't have it and that sucks. I hate that we still have to talk about it, but for those who do have it for PlayStation, it's one of the most fun side game modes that they've ever done. It's way more fun than the Gauntlet side mode. It's basically on multiplayer maps and you have to follow an orb and kill an elite boss each 3 rounds. So you have to basically kill zombies for 2 rounds and then kill a boss and then more rounds and more bosses and all that stuff. And the location of the orb, or the location that the orb goes to, is randomized, so it's gonna be different each match. And it's gonna be different each match because it's also a different map. And in case you haven't noticed, you can get specific variants depending on how well you do in this game mode. So you can basically kill 5 bosses this week and you will get a variant for one of the assault rifles. And that's a great thing, but again, if you're an Xbox player or a PC player, it sucks for you and I'm really sorry, and I hope that it changes in the next year. So all in all, I think this is a great start for Call of Duty Zombies on the new generation, with a new engine, with new lighting, with a new gameplay style, on the new consoles. It's gonna be great. I think this will be a good year for zombies. But it all comes back to us to play the game mode. That's what happened with Black Ops 4. People didn't play it and Activision took the budget. And look how we ended up with the last 2 maps. They were still good, but the potential was way higher. So I think as long as people are playing Die Maschine and Cold War, it's gonna be great going forward. Activision is gonna give more budget to Treyarch to develop more maps and more modes, and it seems like they already are, because new modes are coming on December the 10th with Season 1. Speaking of Season 1, Activision can really screw up the game if they mess up the microtransactions again. We get burned every year, but I have a feeling that this year is gonna be a little different, after Modern Warfare brought them a lot of money with fair microtransactions. It seems like they reconsider and they are trying to make it more fair, but we'll have to wait and see for that. I really hope that they don't mess it up. And one final thing, I love the 80s style of this game. It feels so good to finally have a Call of Duty in the 80s, the music, the style, the feeling of it, the flow. It all is great. It's by far my favorite setting in any Call of Duty. As you can probably guess, there is a lot to talk about on zombies, especially with the potential of the stuff that we're gonna get in the future, but I don't want to make this video 30 minutes long, so I'm gonna have to cut it short. If you want to hear more about it or about a specific topic in zombies, let me know that in the comments. If you're still on the fence and not sure if you should buy the game or not buy the game, I think, like I've said, this is a great foundation for zombies. And if you wanna get into it early, then yeah, buy the game. If you don't wanna play just one map, then it's okay to wait. You can wait until we have new game modes, until the microtransactions are out, until we see where the game is headed. But for now, this is a foundation. It's a great foundation, but it's just a foundation. Real quick, before I end the video, I just want to thank everyone who subscribed to the channel and has been watching my videos. I know I haven't been uploading a lot lately. I just started university and it's much harder than I expected, so I'm sorry for the lack of updates, but I'm gonna try to make up for it. I expected to have my PlayStation 5 by now, but I don't have it because my store lied to me, so I'm gonna have to wait, most probably until the end of December, so that's fun. But that's not the point. Thank you for watching, as always. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking it and sharing it. And if you really enjoyed it and want to support the channel, consider subscribing. YouTube doesn't like to recommend my content. If you want to stay up to date with the channel, my Twitter link is down in the description. Let me know what you think about Call of Duty Zombies in general and about Cold War and what you expect from it. And as always, thank you for watching and have a nice day.